Okie dokie. Top of the hour now, and we are officially live. Are things looking good? So, hello everyone, Nerui here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean this has been a Plan B option, but it's been a fun one, and
Oh, definitely.
I'm both one part satisfied, one part kind of a little sad that we're getting close to the end of it. Because last time around we managed to finish off the perils of Gorgon, which means I've now personally experienced all of the game's DLC content, which I hadn't before doing the stream. Before, I only had played the base game, because that's when I first played it a lot. Was before there was DLC. But at the same time, it also means that we're getting close to me finally being able to delve into the Outer Worlds too. So that's what we're going to be focusing on tonight. Clearing out the quest log as best we can, and from there, going and working our way through Byzantium. May be able to get the game done tonight, but I'm not going to guarantee that because I don't. It's a while since I played played all the way to the end, so my sense of time for how much would be how much time would be passing to get everything done might be a bit askew, because this is one of those games I can really lose track of time with.
We'll be here, Captain. Or will we?
Alright, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we're going here to take care of Felix's thing. Yeah, I'll definitely miss the likes of the Groundbreaker once we finish this, but then I'll get a chance to meet and get used to the new areas in the Outer Worlds too.
Sure. I'll say that scythe has been with you, like, for fucking ever.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
Well, as soon as I got one, the only time I replaced it was with an upgraded version.
Remember Auntie Cleo?
You mind? Trying to have a moment here.
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lives around here. Or lived.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Show her the emblem? If you know where Trask is, you want to tell me.
That's Harlow's mark. No mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
If Trask puts up a fight, it won't be your fault.
All right, I'll tell you where he is. Just get out of here, please. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
A few more questions.
Please, just make it quick.
Harlow tells me Trask betrayed him. Do you know anything about that?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
He didn't tell you anything about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
You and Trask split up.
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about
Considering
starting
Scorpio just hopped in the
revolution, something
thing,
about
he
getting
didn't
rich.
say anything, but
Abandoned his
the
work
thing.
and ran
I'm
off
still
like they
setting
were.
up. And it's weird to talk with popcorn.
I figured he'd end up showing up sooner or later. Sounds familiar, Felix.
He must have been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
That's all I wanted to know. I'll leave you be.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Alright. Emerald Vale. Back to the ship. Also gonna make a brief stop on Byzantium because for that one side quest I went through my collection to see if I was able to find I had enough there already to take care of that step of that one. So, first highlight the task. Because, yeah, this one has multiple steps in, so
We are now in orbit above
if I can
Byzantium,
take care of a
Captain.
few along the way while I'm working on the other stuff, even better. And to the plaza.
I love Byzantium.
Okay, so let's start this little impromptu fashion show with this.
Oh, how grotesque. I always suspected the dramas did no justice to real marauders. Their armor is so much more hideous in person. 2 outfits remain. I can't wait to see what you'll bring me. Something shocking, I hope.
Okay, next up.
Goodness. Look at those atrocious contours. The sheer brutality of its design offends the senses and shocks the mind into a state of palpable excitement. I adore it. 1 outfit left. Do hurry, my dear. The bird of inspiration is about to take flight.
I'm not gonna pretend to know jack and squat about fashion design, so I'm just gonna take her word for it.
Like a star, darling. Square your shoulders. Hand on your hip. Eyebrow cocked. Yes. Perfect. My heart is all aflutter. Yes, that's it. I have it. I know exactly what we're doing. Brace yourself, my dear. We're going to call this style Barbarian Chic. The saucy confidence of a spacer. The raw contempt of an iconoclast. The brutish musk of a marauder. And the pièce de résistance. Monster leather. 1 part Mantiqueen chitin, 3 parts hide from a raptidon's flank, and let's say, 8 strips of primal leather. No, make that 10.
I was expecting a simple modeling job.
We're revolutionizing the fashion of Byzantium. Our work is anything but simple.
The reward better be worth the risk.
We're artists. If we're not willing to risk our lives for the sake of art, we should get out of the business. Get this done for me, and I'll have you strutting about in a Jolicoeur original. You will be the envy of Byzantium.
So put my regular gear back on. So yeah, we've gone got her the outfit she wanted model. So now we gotta go. I gotta go collect the leather off of primals, hides off of raptidons, and some chitin off of a mantiqueen. Yeah, thankfully that it's I can get they're all part of the same journey of it. That I had to do one after the one. Words,
Yes.
function.
Ah,
Good that I can get them all in the same step rather than have to get them sequentially.
fair.
So I'll keep on working on the others because I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up going to the various places I need to for the other quests. Because I know for sure I'm going to need to go to Monarch for Nyoka's thing, which is a good spot for me to get Raptidons and Mantiqueens. Plus, I'm also pretty sure that I'm going to be killing a Mantiqueen anyway for Nyoka's quest, so 2 birds, 1 stone with that one.
True.
And considering Felix's started with a trip to Scylla, and Scylla has a nice supply of those primals. Plus, there's also some over by Edgewater as well. I should be able to take care of both of those in the process. Also, going to take and put those outfits back into the vault.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am satisfied for armor right now. So
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Hey, Edgewater, anyway, maybe I can try. If I'm lucky, I can wander into a few primals while I'm here.
Mm-hmm. It looks like petra. Those look like frog eggs.
these guys are a lot easier than they used to be, but then again, I am pretty much at max level right now. Oh. Lucky day. Some primals. Let's start farming some leather off of these space monkeys.
Goddamn Bonafide. Mystical Bonafide in its natural environment.
Okay, that is not a 10 yet. At 3. Although that referencer does remind me, one of these days we need to get back to that to those Borderlands playthroughs once Source gets back.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, I believe that puts me at, yep, 5. Oh, one more. Give me some leather, you jerk. No, just the hide. Oh, Unreliable. I do believe that might be a named gun. Yep. Only level 6, so I need to spend a lot to raise it up to snuff. Yeah. I would like to be able to pick up these things first, but these things probably wouldn't even drop until I'm on that step of the quest. Oh, more. 6, 7, 8. Do I get? Are there 2 more in this canyon?
That is an expression.
Or will I have to save? I have to head over to Scylla next, or hope I get lucky and find another spot with them while I'm here on near Edgewater. Oh, some marauders. I technically don't need to deal with them. However, still gonna do it anyway. Sneaking and whack! Okay, map. It's further that away, so I need to find a route. Not hostile.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. Harlow said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
What? Harlow wants your ring as proof of your death. That's all I'm after.
Harlow wants my ring? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. A ring's a lot easier to lose than a hand. How do I know that I can trust you?
If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You're asking me to take it for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at her.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Alright, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not gonna kill you, Trask, but I am gonna ask for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care. So Harlow be doing a little something naughty. Well then. Alright. So let's head back to the Unreliable. And make our way to Scylla and get those last two bits of primal leather. As well as go and find that evidence so we can so we can go and see, just confront Harlow for his activities.
Mm-hmm.
The first things first. Leather.
Avoid damaging yourself or others while you're. That was quick.
I'm pretty sure there are some primals in this general vicinity. So just gotta find them. Okay, that's the 10 primal leathers, but I should still try and get the rest of these taken care of, just so I can have a nice, clean exit. There we go. That's all the primal leather I need. So everything else should be on Monarch. So let's take care of this stuff, the rest of this stuff for Felix. Okay, first things first, have to go and get Trask's evidence. Okay, now we can go go and speak to Harlow.
What's the word?
Trask got a lot to say about you, Harlow.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
You've been bought off. I've got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
Sadly, I do not have the perception to call him out for him saying that Trask was an informant for the board. I think you owe Felix an explanation.
Listen to me, Felix. Don't go jumping to conclusions. This isn't what it looks like.
Yeah, because it looks like you've been taking money from the board. It looks like you sold out, Clyde.
Oh, come on, Felix. We've all taken money from the board. They run this colony. I can't pay my soldiers in ideological purity. If I have to take the board's money to buy my guns, outfit my troops, and prepare my revolution, then I'll do it.
Are we done here? I've got places to be.
Captain, I hope Trask hasn't tricked you into believing his ridiculous accusations. If you're willing to overlook this unpleasantness, I'm willing to take Felix into my crew.
I don't know about this, boss. You've been real good to me. I'm not too keen on jumping ship.
The determination one is interesting, but I don't want to be that much of a hard ass. I like having you around, but it's your choice to make.
Yeah. Okay. I had a good time, you know. Saw the system, got in a couple scrapes. Which is why I'm staying. You were good to me, Clyde, once upon a day. But you disappeared on me, and I've moved on.
Are you sure about this, Felix? I'm not giving you a second chance. Turn me down now, and you're not getting back in my crew.
You can keep your crew. I've got a family.
Then I suppose there's nothing more left to be said. Goodbye, Captain. I doubt we'll cross orbits again.
Nice to see Felix has this good bit of loyalty there. Just means I can count on him when things get tough.
Indeed.
We need to talk. Listen, boss. I owe you an apology. I got stupid. Clyde wanted me on his crew, and I jumped at the shot. You took a chance with me back on the Groundbreaker. I should have shown you a little more loyalty.
Don't give it a second thought, Felix. I know this is important to you.
Nah, Clyde wasn't important. Knowing you can count on me, that's important. There was something else on my mind, honestly. I've been trying to make sense of all this business with Clyde and Trask. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
I can understand why you're upset. You feel like he betrayed you.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
Part of me wants to say this one, but I feel the first one is the more fitting answer to give. Because the thing about betrayal is, depending on how serious a betrayal it feels like, that's something that can linger.
Yeah.
You know what? May not be the best, but let's pop a few brewskis.
No kidding. I'm glad you keep the kitchen stocked. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. I'm glad I didn't go back to Harlow. I've got all the family I need right here on our ship. Thanks for your time, boss.
Ooh, Felix gained the self-govern perk. Oh. Does extra damage post armor. Alright. So next up, let's work on things for Nyoka. So for that, we're going back to Monarch. Let's start at Fallbrook.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Okay, dropping Felix, putting Nyoka in. Okay, in addition to doing this stuff for Nyoka, I need to find some Raptidons and a Mantisaur Queen.
You docked 3 days ago?
Which I should hopefully find in abundance with, as I'm making my way to Nyoka's target area.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there, if you need a drink.
Okay, map. Where am I? Where do I need to go? Alright, let's head to the Cascadia Turnpike to save a little travel time there.
Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go.
You sure you're ready, Nyoka? Alright. To the Mantisaur Hive, and let's hope we get the piece we need while we're in here.
They'll never see us.
Loot everything!
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you're trying to be sneaky having Pikachu go off like that.
Ah.
Pika Pika! I mean, we're not known to be sneaky. In fact, like I said, in our first session of a new campaign, we performed a musical concert.
Oh yeah! Everyone's segregated in the room, the twins. You know what? We're just gonna go to the center and turn it into a concert.
Yeah! Rocket! Well, that was violin, but I guess still rock and roll.
Maybe I can go for a more gun-centric build on the Outer Worlds 2 playthrough, since this one was definitely a very melee-heavy one.
No. What makes you think
Well,
that?
this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
You know, it did feel a bit different when we walked in. You know, I'll just let her talk.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
I'm just going to let her talk, because it feels like this is stuff that she needs to get off of her chest, you know, for closure.
She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
Yeah, you're a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Yuka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
No!
Yay, Mantiqueen chitin.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Of course. Although, I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
To help remind you of both the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Okay, that's all of the companion side quests. Right, so while we're here, let's just get those Raptidon parts. I just gotta find my way out of here because of my sense of direction. And I went the completely wrong direction. Alright. Now just gotta track down some raptidons, and then we can head on out from here. Now, where on the map could I find some rats? Let's try over here. Marauders, not raptidons. Yeah, I did not exactly remember where is a good spot to find raptidons, so keep on going till I get lucky.
That's a good idea.
Okay, that's one Raptidon flank hide. I need two more. First one didn't give me jack. That one didn't give me jack either.
Well, fuck Jack.
Alright, need to find some more rats. You know, it's the way when you want to have a dangerous wild beast is attacking you. Can't find them, but when you're trying to stay or clear of them, they're just completely just harassing you every step of the way. And these are canids, not rafts.
Ooh.
Don't mess with us.
With a name like Lover's Point, and considering the state of the this guardrail, I can guess why it's called that.
What's it called?
Lover's Point.
Oh.
Or maybe more to the point, Lover's Leap.
That's what I thought. I would say, oh, I've heard enough old wives' tale or whatever you want to call that.
Hmm. There's a certain satisfying thing being able to one-shot out these guys and remain undetected. Okay, still no Raptidons. I keep on finding Marauders and Canids, but no Raptidons. Oh, this guy went chunky sauce on that hit.
only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both. Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't...
Let's wrap this way. Manta Queen, give me some bloody Raptidons.
This moon gotta be so big.
I'm just gonna bypass those mantisaurs because I'm looking for something very specific. Oh,
Okay, keep it quiet.
a Mega Raptidon.
That big boy.
Come here!
Hey, stop me in the ass. Got it.
Oh, I got multiple I got multiple flank hides off of that big boy.
You got from shanking its ass.
All right, I can take and head back back to deliver the materials now. I do have one more faction quest though. Looks like I could probably take care of that before I head back to Byzantium because, you know, basically, well, there's also thing for finding more science weapons, but if we don't find all the science weapons, then those watching can just go and try and find the rest of them on their own playthroughs. So we need to take care of this thing for sublight salvage. So map. Oh, can't fast travel on your hostiles, so let's remedy that, shall we? It took a while, but now I seem to have hit a bit of a jackpot for as far as all these raptidons here. Where were you all earlier? There are just so darn many of them here. I'm trying to clear them out so I can do the fast travel, but...
Here they go. Don't mess with us.
Alright, now it should work.
Radiation.
Also going to go and do a little repair, because... There we go. Fixed up.
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my binaries to that? Exactly. I haven't felt this clean and efficient since Captain Hawthorne installed my subalternate auxiliary backup processor.
I feel dirty listening to that.
No comment there, Ada.
Yeah, I think you agree with me on that one. That feels a little dirty.
Yeah!
Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
I don't want to comment on that right now.
You can have a head pat. Mary.
I'm what else can I say that except and I forgot to swap out party members. But what else can I say that Ada made it sound like my ship's AI navigator was having super happy fun times with the modified cleaning bot.
I mean, good for them. At least your ship wasn't flirting with you.
Ah, dang it, I hit the wrong button again. Been playing a few games where A is the confirmation button, and if we keep forgetting, X is the confirmation button in this one. So I have to do this one more time.
Yay!
But it doesn't help that Ada made it awkward.
God damn it.
Okay, put Sam in the party, cause, well, with me cycling the other party members in, Sam has been neglected a bit.
Please check battery levels before initiating an extended sanitization session.
Please insert Gerda. I don't know why I'm just reminded of Fisto. You remember Fisto well. I take it, judging from that. You know, considering you're in a New Vegas run, I'd be surprised if you didn't know who Fisto was.
That I was not expecting that. Because remember, the New Vegas thing was my very first stream series.
I didn't know that. I remember seeing some of your Tale of Two Wastelands.
Yeah. Yeah, because the very first thing I ended up streaming was New Vegas, because I'd never played New Vegas all the way through, so the first one was a vanilla New Vegas run.
Hmm.
And at one point I got around that area, someone in the chat was very insistent I go and take on a certain quest.
Oh, that one where you have to get the people of the night, let's say, to be more polite. Or
yeah, the one that ended up with us meeting the aforementioned and robot.
Yes. I mean, you can say the name, Fisto.
Yeah, all these doors are sealed. I feel glad that I'm taking the opportunity to clear out the mines before I go and reactivate the power.
I'm still so excited for Coffee Talk Tokyo in like 2 months. We have 2 months for it, and God, I'm excited. That was such a fun thing.
Indeed.
So many things none of us are living down to. So, that fucked up part when I didn't notice the goddamn tentacles. Scorpion was one of my favorite moments. Oh, that's only on Tuesday, but it is Tuesday in game. That one was great, though, but it is Tuesday. Yeah.
Tool for the job.
Also, we somehow... I swear, with a lot of characters, we somehow always pick the right characters, even if we don't know much about them.
You have had that kind of luck.
I mean,
Yes.
there was maybe only one time where it felt like casting might have been off, but
We
that
quickly
was only
switched.
once.
I think then we very quickly switched.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
My team's already handled the issue, Silger. Your squad can depart.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
Do I look like I need some old rust bucket as backup?
Whoa, okay, calm down. I didn't mean anything by it. Jeez. Try and help some people?
The UGL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
That you say words have power. You proved them true.
Ooh.
Oh,
Rid of life, nice gun name. So odd seeing you with a gun.
I mean, it's a great option for trying for dealing with mines.
I mean, no offense when I say this, Scorpio, but honestly, I feel like Satoshi would be the one to try and hit a mine with a melee weapon. And he did not.
You know the
respond.
old Bugs Bunny cartoons?
Yes.
He probably... You've seen the one with the airplane and the gremlin hitting the tip of the rocket with the a hammer. It almost got Bugs to do it.
Yeah, the little
Yeah,
gremlin
let me
with the
show you.
bomb.
Yeah, he'd probably be the one that would be tricked. No. Let me show you how it's done.
Look, if they can do it, I can do it.
Just sitting there hitting the bomb with the goddamn hammer. It's like, yeah, let me show you how it's done.
Nyan. 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 Yes, also baby.
Proximity analysis. External fill sterilization measures employed. Caution. Contact with electrical currents can be lethal to customers.
It also looks like being a bit thorough with exploring definitely helped with this thing, because I was able to get that ID from for my cloaking, which helped me to circumvent things a little bit. Well, that's something you generally never want to see when you come into an abandoned facility.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing 8 of years. Holy heck. Don't we know Shortrain from Cascadia?
Alright, back to the ship.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Well, either way, they were going to end up leaving. Whether it was of their own volition or in pieces.
Our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Now let's turn this baby in and then make for Byzantium. Assuming that, of course, that there's no other things that they want us to do over at Sublight.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of this system. Well done, Captain.
Yeah, the base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might still be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
A UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
I'm listening.
After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled into something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
You had my interest, now you have my attention.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Say nothing.
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
When you say aliens, what are we talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
I haven't seen any evidence of aliens.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
Right. How do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
Should I?
Let me see. Nice.
But don't regret this. I'm not gonna actually try and cross my eyes, but we're coming to get you, Lila.
Tobias, get my knife. The big one. That was a joke. Ha ha. We each get one. Now, back to business.
I mean, if that was an actual threat, I would have killed everyone in this office, including you.
Oh, ha, ha, very funny. Exactly. Ha, ha,
Enough. Tell me what needs to be done.
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does Dr. Chartrand need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity.
Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
Yeah, when did Sublight get so principled?
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Yeah, the lives I passed through didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
Where does Chartrand fit into your alien conspiracy theory?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks. How much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
Sounds messy, but I'll take the job.
This key card will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Should figure she'd give me a job on Byzantium. I mean, technically speaking, we're kind of already surrounded by aliens, like, you know, the Mantisaurs, the Raptidons, the Sprats. Technically aliens of a sort.
I mean, they're not technically, aren't you guys from different planets? So, like, you're not all from, like, everything. Like, humanity is spread out, from what I can tell.
Yeah, all originally from the colonists from Earth. So, looks like all of our side stuff has us going straight back to Byzantium.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Okay, so first, since we're now, let's first finish this task here with the with that fashion designer. I'd say that I'm not quite sure how well this barbarian chic of theirs will catch on in Byzantium.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square?
What can I do for you, darling?
Mantiqueen chitin, Raptidon hide, primal leather. All done.
I've been thinking of a name for this new outfit. Chimera. Crafted from the hides of 3 species of monster. While you were gone, I put it in an order for one of my bespoke lapels. Solid gold, diamond encrusted. If it doesn't have one of my lapels, it's not a Jolicoeur original. Those slackwits at HPS are holding my parcel while they wait for a signature. Bureaucracy is so utterly insufferable. Be a dear and retrieve it for me.
You know, just have YouTube on the side and they see things. When video games give you a suspicious amount of resources. Yeah, every time I get to places like, oh hey look, a bunch of potions, a bunch of revives. My first thought is, okay, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Isn't that usually how it is? It's like, oh, I'm finding things. Wait, I'm finding things. Why am I finding things?
Yeah, you're right around. Oh, some ammo. Yay. That's a lot of ammo. And there's some medkits in here too. Oh, fuck.
Then just randomly, like, every time you open the door, just, like, pull out your gun or whatever weapon. Alright, what the fuck's in here?
Oh, here's another one. You're moving along, and then you come into an area that is just a big, open, blank area. Nothing in it.
I've always loved that.
I'm gonna step in here and there's a boss.
Yeah.
What's gone in the block?
I swear the thing that always gets me is also, like, if you're coming back from someplace, oh, this place used to be really crowded. Wait, where's everybody? Wait, where the fuck did everyone go?
A fine day for parcel pickups, isn't it? Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy.
Celeste Jolicoeur sent me. I'm here to sign for a parcel.
If you would like to sign for a parcel, please go to window B.
Oh no, bureaucracy.
Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service, where all parcels are guaranteed to be delivered within acceptable margins of certainty. How may I be of assistance?
I'm here to collect a parcel for Celeste Jolicoeur.
Let me just look that up for you. It appears that a parcel for Ms. Jolicoeur, Celeste is currently out for delivery.
I was told the parcel was being held here.
It was, and now it's being delivered.
It's being delivered to Miss Jolicoeur's address, right?
Let me see here. A parcel for Jolicoeur, Celeste is being delivered to 316 Rockwell in the Byzantium Estates.
I'll be on my way.
Thank you for allowing HPS to be your only option today.
The fuck? I just feel that's our current post service in a game.
Done.
Using volume now.
What do you think you're doing?
Cleaning?
Nothing at all.
Don't test me, Rutledge.
I don't know why they just give me the vibe from I don't know if you've seen the show, but iCarly or something. Spencer, what do you have there? It's a movie. If you know what scene I'm talking about, you know it from that.
I don't know what scene, but I know the character you're talking about and some of the shit he gets up to.
A parcel from Minister Clark. I'll take that.
Great work.
Up.
Scorpio, I put a gif of it in general.
Oh, right. You know, I'm gonna be honest. When you said what it was, I thought you said a movie, not a smoothie. That's what confused me. But I mean, if you think about it, it's technically not incorrect. He does have a smoothie. And the question was, what do you have? So technically correct.
Delivery unsuccessful. Son of a bitch.
I'll sue every technician and him.
There, Celeste's parcel. I'm just taking it myself. Screw the bureaucracy.
Your best find this week.
You know what? Just be a classic. Shika noku noku noku.
Hey,
Koshkun
careful. Don't go running around
Shika
in the
noku
middle of a crime
noku
scene.
noku.
What happened to Celeste?
You mean Ms. Jolie Kerr? She was reported for practicing a subversive aesthetic. We found her in her office, working on something perverse. She didn't cooperate, so we had to put her down. Never took her for a dissident sympathizer.
Did you really have to kill her? We were doing business.
Byzantium security regrets any disruption to regular flow of commerce. However, cultural and moral hygiene must always be maintained. Byzantium cultural standards are enforced by Universal Defense Logistics. Universal Defense Logistics, your first and last line of defense in the war against sedition.
Excuse me. Well, I mean, I had a feeling that it wasn't going to go over well, but I didn't think it was going to go over well so poorly that they'd kill her for it. That's Celeste's last work of art then. The Chimera.
Hold it right. I don't have time. Move along.
For being a level 21 and light armor, it has a surprising amount of armor to it.
Yeah, that is surprising.
Of course, I can't mod it, so things like the reduction to the sound of footsteps and radius of footstep sounds, the whole silver tongue kit, and the extra armor rating there, but snazzy.
Oh, that looks nice.
Okay, it may have been made from several and inspired by several different parts, but I don't see why they'd have a problem with this. This is really nice.
So what's the issue? I see no issues with this outfit.
Apparently, it was because it was drawing inspiration from like Marauders, Iconoclasts, and Spacers. Not to mention it was made up with parts from several different creatures from across Osplace. It was apparently by them. It was some. It made a label. It was enough to label her as a dissident. And I'm going to save game here because I want to try and swipe the other some of the other stuff.
Incoming! That was your last order! I'll make you pay!
Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Okay. Guess this one here has sneak attack damage. Handguns, two-handed melee, intimidate.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square?
Okay, managed to do that without getting everyone one pissed at me. Very nice.
Is Matthew still drinking?
Idiot's probably face down.
Yeah, I mean, again, I do not see how that outfitters can be considered at all seditious. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
yeah, we hardly ever see what your character looks like at times. So sometimes I forget what your character looks like. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean, this game only has it in first-person mode, so unless you're in the menu or you're idling, that's the only time you actually see yourself.
That's why I was like, oh, that is you.
Because, yeah, I mean, this has 53 armor. It's only at level 21. Versus this light armor here that just has 47 armor at level 39. Which means if I tinker with this thing to get up to the max level possible, this thing in theory could, while still being a light armor, have an armor rating to be comparable with that of heavy armor.
You think the Privy's gold-plated too?
I suspect the doctor here, her experiments aren't so much because of aliens. It might more be to try and help humanity to better adapt to the Halcyon system. I mean, it makes sense that Halcyon here is very hostile to human colonization and just human life in general.
Wait, you're telling me that full speech took 12 minutes?
Yes, apparently.
Damn.
For context, Nay, you remember the 100 Girlfriends speech at,
the end of season 2?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Blu-ray have the slowed down version of it.
Rather, the unsped up version.
Yeah, basically. It only took like 12 minutes.
What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Well, give it 11 to 12 if you don't count the added in the video that's related to the channel that posted it.
Yeah, I'm the one asking the questions.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Yeah, Lilia runs sublight salvage on Groundbreaker. Good boss, bit of a live wire.
That's a gentlewoman way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
You've been to Cascadia and Station 1084. I know all your dirty secrets.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Stuff took over the lab. Your human aquariums are probably just office decor.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
What were they trying to prove by experimenting on themselves?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
Crisis? What crisis?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You could write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Wait, you're telling me this was all about vegetables?
Our produce might get us through the day, but we're getting weaker as a species. And sicker.
Is that why everyone in Edgewater was so sick? Not a plague, but vegetables?
The lack of usable nutrients is compromising our immune systems. Under these conditions, even the common cold could seem like a plague. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
I knew it! Wait, what?
I see. How do I put this so you'll understand? Halcyon, our colony, food here doesn't feed us real good. So I want to change Earth humans into Halcyon humans. Yes?
Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
You burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Lilia sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon.
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Enough talk. Where do we go from here?
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Parvati, how do you think we handle this?
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
You know Phineas Wells? If you work with him, I'll spare you.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
That didn't take much convincing.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I had better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Because I can't really walk out of here if I'm dead?
Wrong answer. Huh? Something...
And of course, the corporate troopers wouldn't let me leave after hearing all that, so...
Stop! You're violating company policy. What do you think you're doing?
Leaving.
Oh. I guess, never mind then.
Yeah, she figured she wouldn't get all flustered like that after me more or less saving her butt from, well, yeah. Board reputation decreased. I don't care what the board thinks of me.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I now need to go and report back to Sublight, because probably going to be a bit pissed because she seems super obsessed with the whole idea of aliens. Oh dear, I seem to have gotten just pissy enough with the board in order to have them auto aggro to me. So let's save scum a little.
Muting volume now. Mega! Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
What was that?
Burn up the competition.
Next week.
Okay. Now let's see if doing that will be a way. It will make us, I can still walk around Byzantium without being assaulted. We will find out as soon as this is done loading. That is a no. Just, oh well. Just going to have to do the sneaky deaky.
A sneaky, I'm sneaking
Our
over
fair
here.
city is being over. Oh, there.
As long as I sneak around and none of the guards see me before I see them. Yeah, fast run's gonna be a bit more challenging now. Because I have made enough of an enemy of the board to where...
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
So, what was that again about not giving a damn about what the board thinks of you?
I mean, I'm still gonna end up doing what I need to do. It's just things are gonna be a little bit more challenging. I'm gonna take a breather. I'm pretty tired after hauling around all these bits.
What in the law's name are you on about?
This is embarrassing. I was gonna bribe you, but I just realized I don't have enough on me.
Honest mistake. Why don't you come back another time and we can take this from the top?
Not looking for trouble, I just want in.
Yeah, and I'd really like a new Hammersmith grenade launcher. Hammersmith, the most trusted brand in brutality. But we can't all have what we want. And seeing as you don't seem the executive sort, you obviously don't belong in the Acropolis district.
That's some brilliant logic. You should be promoted.
Hey, I've been trying to get a post at the HHC, but they keep turning me down on account of my odious interpersonal skills. Or something. Anyway, I've worked here long enough to know every clerk by name and face. And since I don't know yours, you ain't getting through.
You don't know me because I'm new to the job. I'm starting at the ministry tomorrow.
You're new to the ministry? You one of those lab coats they promoted from a company town?
You ever heard of Stimulotion? I developed the active compound.
That was yours? Wow. You earned that promotion, all right. So you start tomorrow, huh? You know, they should have set you up with an ID 6 to 8 weeks ago.
If I ever find the clerk who stiffed me, I'm gonna censure him with a strongly worded memo.
You do that. Yeah, all right. You're good to go.
You're free to go in. I'm killing you now. That was glorious.
Okay, am I far enough away from hostiles now? I am not. I'm gonna have to hoof it the whole way, aren't I? Son of a bitch. Because if I can help it, I'd rather not have to kill any of the citizenry, the guards, and anyone who would actively shoot at me. Well, I've been not as much worries about them.
What was that? I better take a look.
Caution! Infestation in crisis!
Please, I don't want to die. All right, how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that. Oh my goodness! Bruce Bellamy?
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Something's not
Rizzo's knock you out bar.
Bring him down!
I mean, seriously. Don't pull a gun on me, don't try and shoot me, and you're fine. Well, I think the time for stealth has more or less passed at this point. Now then, which was the way I need to go to get back down again?
Why can't something exciting happen around me for once? Nothing wrong. It means everything's running right. Don't you ever want something fun? Maybe see a rocket blown to bits overhead? What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Entering quiet mode. Done quiet.
Are you still tinkering with that?
Classification. Flawlessly finished.
Okay, let's return to the ship the slow way. And I'm over encumbered now, so I need to do a little bit of maintaining my inventory. Alright, now let's go and tinker with that suit. Okay, up to level 31, it's gone up to 89 armor. And I've run out of bits, so...
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight money is inconsequential in the face of ethics. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Stay safe out there.
Okay. After turning this in, I do believe this should be the last of the side stuff. Minus if we stumble across any more science weapons. You know, that might be a good option to go for with the Outer Worlds 2 playthrough. Because we focus mostly on melee and sneaky for this one. So while still going for a dumb build, try and go for a ranged one and go all in on the science, so I can make the most out of the science weapons that I'm hopefully going to find when I get into the Outer Worlds 2.
I'm sure you can do it.
Is it done?
I spoke to Chartrand. I'm not going to kill her.
Oh, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here?
You misunderstood Chartrand's research. She's our best shot at survival in Halcyon.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
If she's got an itchy trigger finger, she's gonna find out just how sharp my scythe is.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
I'll just stand here and stare at you for a while. Because, yeah, I think I see where you come from. You want having the whole savior of the of the colony on your resume will make you look good and help you get in more money, but oh no, I'm not gonna kill off a scientist who's legitimately trying to help things, especially with how fucked things are here, just for you to add a fancy title to your repertoire.
I said, get out.
No.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous. I said, get out.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I mean, I'm officially not on your payroll anymore, so I don't really have to do what you tell me to do. Alrighty then. that, all that remains is to take care of business on Byzantium.
All that remains of Edith Finch. That is a sad game.
Yeah, never played it, but I have watched playthroughs of it, and oh god, that one.
I mean, there's a few scenes in it specifically that are really trickers. The bathtub scene, let's just say. You know which one I'm talking about. When I say the bathtub scene.
It has been a little bit, but okay, now I'm remembering.
Yep. Yeah. Who does that?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Good luck, Captain.
Okay, got Parvati and Sam going. Now to make the push. Hopefully we'll be far enough removed from things that can be considered enemies to at least get a fast travel into the thick of it. More or less.
Oh, there. That's one right there.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
I was trying to kill you, if you don't mind. I'm here for Minister Clark.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors. You don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
I've got a parcel here with the minister's name on it.
Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
Filter. Dirt alert.
Woo! We made it! Incoming! Last warning!
Okay, more of the guards are upstairs, so I'll take care of them first.
This area has been sanitized. Invasive contaminants detected.
How did you get in here?
Through all your guards.
You! You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
If this is about another Aether Wave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
Cut the crap, I'm here for dimethyl sulfoxide.
Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Will that be all, then?
I have records proving you've been hoarding dimethyl sulfoxide.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course! It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Back up and tell me what you're talking about.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Well, I'm going to go through all this trouble.
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
If it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
It's filthy indeed, my mechanical friend. Rife with the worst sort of corruption. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
The HHC headquarters?
Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony together. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth.
At any rate, I'm glad to have someone else on my side.
I dearly hope I'm not imagining this. Now, we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis District, along with the other major corporate and government facilities. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
I've kind of already killed that security block. Once I get to the Acropolis District, what then?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
What used to be your office?
Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense.
Then I'll be on my way.
Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
Yeah. What's on the cartridge?
What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do something our own selves?
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that message. We must hope for their intervention.
Good plan.
Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
As far as breaking into that the Acropolis district is concerned, I've already kind of started the carving my way in there a little bit.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of her?
So yeah, kind of already taking care of this this bit. So in the front door.
Sparkling.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
What?
You know, I'm gonna be nice to you, Scorpio. You spelled meeting wrong. I'm fairly certain that's meeting, what you said.
No, I think it's spelled correctly. Hush.
Let me go and check. Where's this spelling at?
He just fixed it real quick. I should have made a screenshot, but he had M-E Tting before.
Yeah, that is not how you spell it.
He fixed it, though. I was gonna take a screenshot of it and just do like that, but I'm like, I'm feeling nice, blah, blah, blah.
Caution! Resuming passive mode.
Sealed. That's locked. I need maximum, fully maximum to unlock that one. You know, he should probably put number 3 before number 2 if it's meant to be if it is meant to be done before number 2, because given the way that this colony operates, I'm pretty sure they do number 2 first and then check what number 3 is, which could lead to a problem if number 3 ended up making number 2 a bad idea.
Disorder detected. Minimum.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Bullshit.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
There's someone that's showing up on the radar. Might just be a matter of elevation. Okay, so finally time to get our hands on that dimethyl sulfoxide. Yeah, once we can get that to Wells, we can then see about getting the rest of the best and brightest safely and successfully revived from the Hope.
Volume now. Continuous performance evaluation is sterling.
Soldier. Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance. Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
How's this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Let me through right now, or your official record won't be fit for polishing floors.
What?
People like me never repeat themselves.
Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming. Please, go on through, and let's forget this misunderstanding, huh? What was that?
Putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years. Invasive contaminants detected.
Taking care of all the guards.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Interrogating the guy who only thing he did was make the posters.
Hey, I saw that.
Alright, I need to find a way down. So there's gotta be an elevator here somewhere. Don't need to mess with the clerks, they're just doing their jobs. Oh, this door not gone through yet. And how ironic, it's for
I think I'm gonna
HR.
start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been pounding the clerks?
Oh, I would hope that I would have noticed that lever to call the elevator.
I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157. That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had to type run the trial again. And the results were 0.003% different this time.
Do the words statistically insignificant mean anything to you?
Of course, but we're obligated to explore every possibility.
We're obligated to get a working formula before Akande has us all in tanks to help test the next batch of samples. Now get to work.
Okay, I can definitely feel for that one scientist who's, yeah. But that little small difference is definitively statistically insignificant.
Brought about by a ruptured aneurysm.
That's the failure rate for this batch. I think this is wrong.
And I have such high hopes for this one. I thought it could have been worse.
Woolly cow. He's fluffy.
Holy shit, that's actually a cow. Not some weird space thing. Huh.
Scum. What do you think you're doing?
Ah, sorry for the misunderstanding.
Entering quiet mode.
Keep your shoulders.
Corpse discovered. Preparing required sanitary measures.
Okay, that's the exit elevator, so first things first. Trying to do my best to sneak through here without having to kill all the scientists. Because, you know, they're going to be very important in the times that are going to be coming.
What was that? This area is for authorized personnel only. You're not supposed to be here, are you?
Relax, I think I got here.
I Guess that's what I was wondering.
You really think I got past all the other guards if I don't belong?
When you put it that way, it does sound pretty unlikely. Still, you should go. I don't think the other guards will be as rational about this as I am.
Kosh, Sam cleans it up. Bag required.
Just need to get a little bit further to get to that dimethyl sulfoxide.
This area is for authorized personnel only. Oh my laws. That's the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me. I have to go. I promised myself I wouldn't let anyone see me crying on the job. Again. And I was going to escort you out nicely.
Done quiet.
Oh dear. It was less of a distraction than I thought it would be. There we are. Alright, let's transfer the dimethyl sulfoxide to the canister. Experiment details. I'm going to transfer 100% of the dimethyl sulfoxide. We're going to need as much as possible to get as many of the people on the Hope revived in order to have the best chance at surviving this shit show.
I swear, I look away for like 5 seconds and of people in tubes.
Yep. But people chosen for the so-called lifetime employment program.
Let's see.
But yeah, I was either take only 26% of the chemical that I need, or take all of it and have them bite it, because a regrettable choice. But at this point, getting as many of the colonists on the Hope revived is probably the best chance this colony has to surviving all the mismanagement that's gotten them to the spot they're in right now. Okay, now need to get back to my ship and make it back to Wells, because we got the chemical we need. So now we need to start working with him to get those colonists revived. Up. Okay. Far got enough folks cleared out of this area where I can fast travel.
This is my favorite. Room. It's so spacious. If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
Alright, let's go check in with Phineas.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
And forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes two things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
I found your chemicals in the Ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
Oh, I can use both dumb and science on this one. You know how food goes stale if you freeze it too much? Like that, but with people.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
Focus, Phineas. Halcyon's gonna collapse unless we do something.
We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Would have been a lot easier if you just set up your lab next to the Hope.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
This is crazy. I like it.
Just wait until you hear the details. I haven't been this energized since the time I injected myself with raw cavanoid. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the...
That guy called you a genius. He must not be right in the head.
I don't know why. It's not the physics, anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
Experimental methods for killing noxious life forms are not covered under this unit's limited liability agreement.
Well said, whatever you are. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving
I'll do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I want to talk about the Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
And I need to know the risks.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That's all for now. Alright, time to head for the Hope.
The Hope. It's the Hope, it's the Hope, everyone.
And considering the current state of the colony, it's both the Hope figuratively and quite literally. As long as we can get the colonists into safety before the board jettisons them.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering. We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
What's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the sun.
Sounds fun.
Good thing I'm great at math. I know all the best numbers.
I must recommend you leave the calculations up to me, Captain.
What was I doing again?
Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to...
That's all for now.
Good luck, Captain.
Muting volume now.
What? What was it?
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Oh dear, they've got N-ray weapons equipped here. And I'm walking in, gonna give you a smacking.
Oh, error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself.
Persuade. This statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical engineer.
Everything I say is false.
Error. Paradox prevention has temporarily disabled this unit's auditory processing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, that's all the mechanical sentries.
So I'm actually going to bed right now. Good night.
Night beans.
Okay. Auxiliary power is up and running. Now I can patch into comms. Now here's a scene we've not seen in a while.
You all right, Captain? I mean, seeing this place again?
Processing. Performing error. Crew data not found. Error. This unit is... Error. This unit is functioning. Clean. Lethal.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a new suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
Yeah, thanks for the attempt, Ada.
Should we assign Sam for...
That is a big fucking sprat.
You could say it's of an unusual size.
We've already come across the MOUSs. But yeah.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my armor now, Captain? Improved?
Skip the Hope to Terra 2.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
I'm skipping it myself.
I wouldn't advise that, Captain.
Stand back, Ada. I know numbers real good.
Well, I literally can't dispute that. Please with the daily ship log note that I defer to the captain against my better judgment. I am programmed not to ignore an order, after all.
ADA, Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of this drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die. These calculations don't look right. Why is this number negative?
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something, now.
And here we come to one of the best dumb options in this whole game.
You have my attention. Also, I found that hard to believe. It's gonna be hard to beat accusing your own self of murder.
Well, take a look.
Look, if you're gonna fly into the sun, you need to do it at night. Everyone knows that. You wanna? Oh, you flew into the sun. You actually did. Nice. Did you go at night at least? Everyone knows if you want to land on the sun, you need to go at night.
So yeah, technically as an ending to the game, pull the dumb option of flying right into the sun. Alright, now let's do this properly.
Greetings, Captain. Are you and also jump?
Do it.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skid drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something, now. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Analyzing area. Fallen debris. And spilled cokehead. Detected. Likely cause, reckless piloting. Scheduling service. Extensive cleanup.
Error. Hibernation pod access is illegal. Register. A fine of 10,000 bits will be assessed in your corporation's ledger for failure to follow proper hibernation pod procedures. Thank you for your cooperation.
Purify.
Can't leave one of these corpo guards here with the hook now so close to Wells's location. Alright. Time to make a beeline back to Wells's lab.
Nice.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, I bet you're not.
Yes.
I'll watch with you.
Captain, I am receiving it. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all the lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance? I'll be here. We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
And that's definitely not good.
Invade.
in such a rush to check on the doctor, I forgot to check my environment. Yeah, at least I didn't touch bubbles.
Great work.
Alright, time to return to the ship and prepare for one final mission.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
And we can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we have any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final heirs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Crew, what do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you'll be successful.
We'll go eventually, but we'd better prepare.
We gonna prepare? Sure. Guess I could give my ass-kicking boots another coat of polish. You got some sort of plan in mind?
Huh?
Don't worry about the plane, Captain. I'll begin a search for your replacement shortly after we land.
Awesome. If you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up.
Did I leave that whole thing on the table this whole time?
Known better. But I landed
Apparently
on
so.
something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching.
Well, that
There's a
play,
little
and
research
then
compound left to the
we're
Srats.
really close to the
I
usual
think I'm
cutoff
close to
point,
figuring out
so
why. But something dangerous is
I mean, on
closer
top of
than
all
me.
that, we're also pretty much right at
Got
the
the
point
job
of
through
no
one Minnie
return,
Ambrose,
so
top runger who just
I figure
came
that
from
if there
money
is a point
and was
to
offering a hefty bit card for qualified
call
help.
it before
Trust me,
for
the
now,
money's good.
this would be it.
Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday,
Works for me.
might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
So yeah, quick save just to make sure I got the manual save there. But yeah, so we're there. We're at the point of no return. So when we next come back to the Outer Worlds, we'll be finishing the Outer Worlds 1 and quite possibly going right straight into the Outer Worlds 2. So, all the stuff right now is to rescue Phineas Wells, take care of the board, and then see to unfreezing the colonists of the Hope so we can try and turn this seriously messed up colony around. So, yeah. Next, we are finally at the point where we'll be finishing the Outer Worlds 1, so yay! Which also means I can finally see about getting into the Outer Worlds 2 and seeing what that has to offer. But until the next one, thank you, nickname Scorpio, for joining me. Always nice to have you guys there for company. Always a pleasure.
Happy to be here.
And thanks to everyone who came by to watch the stream. Hope you all had a wonderful time, and until the next one, take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.